What? Isn't that just the most fun intro you've ever seen? I kind of hate it. We will replace it. I'm Alex. Alex Abel, whatever you want to call me. I'm not sure how to say my last name, guys. But what I am sure is that we are about to have another lunch break. We took a break from these. We took a break from breaks for quite a while. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the lunch break. And so thank you for joining us. If you're joining us, I see that we have exactly 0 people watching, so that's awesome. Um, Today I am joined by some very special guests. Um, those special guests are none other than Mr. Eric Romoff, who may be a spy. We're not sure, and also the illustrious D Rivera, who we may join us because Eric and I are both kind of not much to look at. So Eric appears to be a camera off right now, so that's fun. So we'll just bring on D. D, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Happy lunch break. I'm doing well. How are you?
Thanks, good. Hello, everybody. Hello, fans. Hello, Henry and Danielle and Daniel and Eric. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Jimmy calling in from the East Coast. Love it. All right. So
I love that.
we are live. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I think that's it. Syndicated TV and radio. No, not that. First of all, happy lunch break. Second of all, happy Administrative Professionals Day. Well, we love you. You are the glue that holds us together. You are the glue that holds us together.
Yay! Thanks.
Uh, and
Can't forget
I'm
my sidekick, my amazing sidekick. She gets a shout out too,
what up,
Mallory.
Mallory?
Best
Yeah.
assistant I could ever ask for.
So I want you guys, if anybody's watching, feel free to comment along with us. We got vintage MTV open. It was Eric. It was real vintage. Daniel says, "What up? What up, Daniel?" I used to work with Daniel at Sprint, and D, you sold Sprint too, right?
I sure did.
Daniel, if you still are, Dan, if you're still selling Sprint, please call me. We'll get you out of there. Henry, all the way from Germany. Love it. Wait, no, Henry, you're not in Germany. You're in Austria. You're in the UK. What am I talking about? Anyway, we do virtual events. Henry does amazing maps for virtual events, and we've used some of them. But the crazy thing that I wanted to say is, D, you were my executive assistant. Like,
Yes.
and I thought it was real pretentious that I needed an executive assistant, and I had exactly one employee who was an intern.
Yeah.
But I did, and now Henry's in Holland. Sorry, Henry. But now I have no executive assistant, and you have your own assistant, and you're now. She's apparently trying to take my job. I learned yesterday. I'm kind of okay with because I do not like to work. I like breaks. Um, Anyway, how is that going, D?
Which part? The
All of
being smarter than you
it.
and having an assistant? I will say it's been quite a transition, going from EA mindset, like executive assistant mindset, to um, fully ops and admin, but not just that. Like, yes, Eric, exec assistants are an absolute must. I am a huge fan of executive assistants. I will vouch for them every single day. If you have an executive assistant, it's Admin Appreciation Day. Go give them a
Go
nice
get
big
them.
thank you,
Go get them something.
a Starbucks gift card, a Dunkin' gift card,
Edible
whatever.
arrangements. They love
Thank
edible
you
arrangements, I
so
heard.
much. And I don't think that we always get a chance to really appreciate them. So, for those of you that have an assistant, tell them thank you, love them, value them. I don't think
Give
that
them
people,
hugs.
yeah, I don't think
Virtual
people
hugs.
realize how much assistants do in general. So it was a huge transition going from like sanity keeper, right? Making sure that you were good, but then I was good and the rest of the team was good. And now I've transitioned from sanity keeper to chaos coordinator, and I'm totally okay with that. It's been a blast. It's been super thrilling to be able to not only have an assistant for the first time, which having been an assistant, I constantly told Alex I did not need assistant. I was like, I don't need one. No, I don't need one. Don't give me one. I really don't need one. You need one more than I do. And
That's just telling me that I don't need one, and I'm like, have you seen if anybody's watching this and I owe you emails, I'm sorry. I really am, but it's D's fault. It's D's fault.
I
Hang
couldn't help
on, D. Let's bring on Eric because Eric's like, guys, I'm here. I would like to eat lunch with you too, please. Uh, Mr. Romov, come on board. How's it
All
going?
right, Lunchpool, lunch break crew.
Yes.
I was a little late because I had to scramble up to my house and find what I was going to call lunch today. And
Yes.
because I have small kids, I'm basically stocked up with like after soccer practice supplies. So you can catch me with some orange slices and Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, I'm right there with you on a fruit train and a single Chick-fil-A filet. So no worries.
I'm embarrassed because I don't have anything. So I think I'm on that same game. So I'm gonna have to go get. It's gonna be real loud and crunchy. So we talked about mukbanging yesterday. Uh, I think all I have is like peanut butter and my daughter's rice cakes.
Rice
So
cake.
yeah, that's gonna be real fun. Um,
Yeah.
anyway, thank you guys for joining me. This is we as a team obviously value lunch and breaks and things like that. We do virtual events a lot of times over the lunch, and so we're going to be doing these regularly. We used to do them. So D hopefully will be a familiar face. Eric, I don't know about his face. We might have to put him on
Might just be audio only.
audio only.
Hey, the people.
Yeah, but how's your days going? How's everything going today? What's up in your world? I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna see if this mobile thing works, and I can still hear. So hang on 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Banter, banter, banter.
Banter, banter, banter. Hello,
I
everybody.
I think me and Dee's days are pretty similar, right? In our lives here at Lunchpool, a lot of what we are doing is not only assembling but changing the engine of the airplane mid-flight. So we have to make sure that we are maintaining our trajectory, maintaining our altitude, but we're also constantly looking to improve, to optimize, so that to keep the airplane terms going has led to a lot of near misses. But D and I are working pretty closely on a few projects today.
What we're not supposed to talk about work. This is a safe space. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a safe space. You don't talk about work. This is like Fight Club, but instead of not talking about Fight Club, at lunch breaks you can't talk about work things.
Can't talk about work. Fair. Well, I mean, our days. How does one describe a day at lunch? Depends what day you're getting. A day of tinkering, a day of exploration, a day of food and fun.
Yeah. We basically just goof off on Slack all day, and then every once in a while we run a virtual event for a client. D, I want to hear about this rock solid all stars, the W that you got. What's up with that?
Yes. Oh, I will love always and forever to talk about them. In addition to Lunchpool, I coach All Star Cheerleading for those of you that don't know. So, my kids that I coach are generally ages 6 to 9, and we had a handful of really huge competitions this past weekend, and some that we did virtually that we had to record in our own gym and then send it off.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did a virtual competition, so we recorded our routine and then sent it off to judges to um, give us our scores and critique the routine as a whole. And it was regional.
Sorry.
Gosh, Alex.
Mute. Sorry.
Mute.
So no, but the regional the competition, the virtual one was regional. So they had like Southeast, Southwest, West, Midwest, all these regions that teams were submitting their routine videos for virtually, and my kids won.
Yeah.
They got first place. And then one of our other teams actually tied for first. So that's a huge deal because typically they don't get to go to this kind of event. So this year was the first year that they've done a virtual regional summit and then invited the younger teams to go. But with the invitation comes a bid that can be paid. So basically, my kids got paid to, and a handful of the other team as well. Like they got paid to send in a virtual video to compete for the regional. As I say that, I have office intruder.
I was saying you broke up.
Yeah, no, I have an office intruder who is going through my backpack trying to find not sure what, but intruding anyways. But yeah, so they got first place, and then the other team tied for first place. But then we happened to look at the results as a whole for every team that submitted a virtual video for regional summit, and my team was tied for second out of every single team in the US that submitted a video for their division. And then, so we got tied for second out of everyone that submitted for our division. And then our other team tied for third, three ways out of everyone that submitted videos for their division. So, I mean, our gyms have been killing it. Our kids have been killing it. They've been super motivated and hardworking. And just my team alone, we've won every single competition except for two. And one of them was by our own fault. You know, we made mistakes and the other team came out on top. And it is what it is. It was a learning experience for the kids. And it was the last time that they let somebody take something so hard from them. I'm very excited and proud of them. Yes, guys, I am. Humor me.
Which you should be. I think
That's not amazing. This trophy, by the way. This trophy is Lunchpool's trophy for being cool. Trophies for sure are at the gym, and they're thriving right now. So
don't show too many people that trophy because I think we're supposed to give it back after a year. So we'll just.
I'm just gonna hide it with my shoulder.
Wait, where did you get that shirt? Not today.
This shirt, ironically enough, the Walmart men's section. The Walmart men's section has very comfortable t-shirts.
No, I'm serious about some Walmart and Target clothing. They do market research or something because
they do. And you know what? More than anything, yes, my shirt's from Walmart and Target, but the fact that I can work and be comfortable and be like good emotionally, mentally, you know, I have my own space, all as well. I just love that about Lunchpool.
Yeah. She's she thinks she still has to suck up to us, but she doesn't.
I'm not sucking up. It's the truth.
Y'all look at this. This is what my life has come to.
Rice cake and peanut butter.
And mandarin oranges.
Oh man. At least yours are pre-peeled. I'm gonna have to dig into these bad boys.
So is it gross that I'll first drink the juice?
No, I do that too.
Oh yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah.
I do that too.
So Eric, tell us something weird. Eric, I don't know if you knew this, but I interviewed Eric, and and Eric during the interview is telling me about rando nodding. I'm going to write this down for you guys. I don't know if there's a website, but just look it up on Reddit. Rando.
Eric said on a college diet, y'all.
Look it up. Be amazed.
Yeah. Rando nodding. The emergence of exploration and randomness.
Yeah. So there's been a few employees where I was like in the interview. Well, I think all employees, I asked them something or they told me something, and in my head I'm like, well, yeah, you're pretty much hired, so we can just wrap this up and I'll get you the paperwork.
I think
you do what?
I had 2 interviews.
Well, you know,
I was in the middle of a camp and when my kids interrupted me.
Did you have 2 interviews?
I did. I had the one at the gym where.
Oh, but that was very like I couldn't hear anything. So the first interview, and she's like in a closet with like
hiding
7-year-olds coming in, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Hey, do you want to reschedule this? It's okay."
I was mortified, but you know what? I did something right because I'm here.
No, but I had already decided to hire you because yours actually happened before the interview. It was I messaged you and
Email.
I said if you were what was the I wish I had that email still.
It was if you could pick your favorite food and your favorite 2000s era song.
Yeah. What did you pick? It was good. It was Party Up in Here?
I
No.
made you pick three. I made you pick between three.
Uh
I made you pick between Missy Elliott, Lose Control, Gnarls Barkley, Crazy, and DMX, Up in Here. And I made you pick which one you thought was my favorite, and you guessed correctly.
which one was it? Missy?
No,
It was DMX, right?
sure was.
Of course.
R.I.P.
It was.
Pour it out for the homie.
It was the midst of COVID, and on my letter sign on my letterboard, it said, "Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here."
It's true. We do that to you all the time.
Yeah, it's fine though.
Y'all, the other day my wife came in and I just had the jar of peanut butter and she's like, "Have you just been eating peanut butter?" I was like, "You don't tell me how to live my life, woman." But who does actually tell me that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Man, peanut butter, not the best thing to eat while
Wait,
on the air.
I was trying to figure out what you asked Eric in his interview.
Oh, I didn't ask him. He was
He
just
didn't
like,
ask
"Hey,
me
I
anything.
don't know what we were talking about," but he was like, "Have you heard of this thing called rando-nodding?" And I was like, no, but I must." And
Yeah.
so
So like,
yeah,
it
go ahead.
was like the height of 2020 COVID summer. And I think we were just like exchanging pleasantries. You know, how was your weekend? How are the kids? Whatever. And we just got to talking about how so much of life in quarantine was like just going outside and walking and just kind of bumping into things. And I recently listened to a podcast where I uncovered the art of rando nodding. So fast forward 45 minutes, and Alex is convincing his wife and an incoming friend they had heading into town that that will be their weekend plan. And what'd you run into? That first one, there was like a guy in a Batman suit or something crazy like that.
I'm trying to look it up on Facebook right now. Like,
Yeah,
so basically, there's a subreddit like there is for everything. D went off for a second.
every topic in the world,
Yeah, she's like, "I forget you guys. You're going random nodding right now.
right?
We pulled you off, D. We can't hear you."
These
Um,
feeling inspired.
but so basically, there's a subreddit. You go, you download an app, and then on that app, it's it like randomly generates a point, like a
Coordinates.
location. See you later, Eric. Eric said he's got to go. Hey, thanks for spending your lunch with us. Lunch is not for work. That is correct. It is for Mandarin oranges. Yes. Um, but there's actually some science to it. D, I want you to do this if you haven't already. So
Let's do it. What am I doing?
there, well, so we're not right now because you have to like travel and stuff. But
Uh,
today we're all going to go random nodding and report back. So basically, you have an app. You
yep.
push a button. It like does crazy quantum computing, math, science things. Yeah, and it generates a bunch of random numbers, puts those into coordinate mode, and then it says go here. But the most important part is a little bit of magic. I know you like crystals and stuff, D, so you will appreciate this.
I do
Um,
have some behind me.
yeah, see, you have to set an intention while you push the button. You set an intention for your journey, and then you embrace the randomness. You are an astronaut into the random unknown. And so it sounds crazy, and it is like most cool things, but I'm trying to find this picture. We saw Batman. My intention on the first trip was I convinced my wife and our friend was in town. I was like, "Hey guys, can we go try this thing?" And my wife was like, What are you talking about?
My
Like
wife was like, "I
what is
hate
this?"
you so much right now."
Yeah, pretty much same vibes. And and so I We did it though. She humored me. They humored me, and I was like, something weird, something weird. I want to see something weird. And so, it gives you the GPS coordinates or whatever you go. We end up in this residential neighborhood in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's like the point is like in somebody's yard. And I was like, not really weird. I mean, it's weird that we're doing this. I guess I was really searching for something, um, and it wasn't until let me find. I gotta find this picture. It's so good. Yeah, I found it. So let
I
me
am
show you.
turning into a pumpkin. Everybody enjoy your time. Love
Oh man!
lunch. Love each
All right,
other.
thanks, Eric. Go random nodding today. I expect the full report. All right, D. Look at this.
What you
So,
mean, man?
can you see my screen? Oh, here we go.
There we go.
All right, look at this.
Look at that.
So we're driving around. We leave. I was like, we gave up on the fact that we weren't going to see something weird. And then lo and behold, walking down the street in the middle of August is Batman. I kid you not. And we later found out, I think it's Batwoman, because I think that is a woman. So it was very
Yeah.
strange. It was very strange. No explanation for how that happened other than magic intention building things. But so,
Magic.
Dees, explain to me why that works, because you understand the universe better than I do.
What? I'm not a professional by any means at all. I just read a lot and listen to podcasts and watch TV shows and all that stuff. But so it's said that like it all has to do with energy, right? Like the world is a never ending ball of energy in every essence of the word, right? So it's said that what you put out energetically will come back to you tenfold. So if your energy going out is positive and intentional and um, a lot of people, it's manifesting and the like metaphysical culture has just started to grow so much. Shockingly, I don't want to say because of COVID, but I would like to say that COVID had a huge impact on it, um, because you're in your house, right? And at this point, you're in your house for a couple months, so you've already gotten used to sharing your life, personal life, if you're already on social media. Um, and a lot of people are hesitant about it because it has always been a very like taboo subject, the world of magic and metaphysics and manifestation, intention setting, goals and all that. But I don't think people realize that goals come from like manifesting. So yes, while you're setting, whether it's a smart goal that you've figured out to be a long-term or short-term goal, like essentially you're stating you want that goal, you're working towards that goal, you've created the steps to get to that goal. That is part of manifestation. It's not just what people think would be like the woo woo, I'm just going to put it into the universe and it happens. No, it happens when you start training your mind to be more positive and to start training your like natural subconscious to do the things that put you closer towards your goals, right? So if you set goals, you're manifesting. That's part of it. It's not just a goal that you're working to get to. It's a part of manifestation. So um it's so much deeper
Thing.
than that.
That was the best explanation that I've ever heard of something mystical and ethereal. So I agree with you. I think that. Do you remember The Secret? Did you ever watch that? Like the law of attraction, all that stuff, like the Oprah thing.
No, I never watched them, right? But like,
You're like, I live it though.
well, yeah, because you think, like people say pay it forward, right? Everyone has talked about paying it forward and karma and goal setting and all of that for so long, but it comes from a history, right? Like things don't just like magically appear. Like it is stemmed from history, and much like our history as humans in the world and government and all that stuff has been altered or misconstrued or exaggerated, over exaggerated, under exaggerated over the years based off different people's perspectives. The same thing happens when you're passing on legacies and legends from centuries of magic and history and manifestation and all of that. And the reason why, if you think about it, people, let me put it to you this way. Why do people love vampire shows? Why do they love vampire movies? Why do they love movies about zombies? Because it stimulates that subconscious part of the mind that through evolution we've kind of suppressed in ourselves to just be like working human beings. But it's so much more than that. Darwinism is Darwinism, yeah, but also the legacies that you pass on, the legends that you pass on by mouth. Native Americans have been doing this for centuries and they still hold all of their values and their beliefs, and they believe in higher powers and energies and all of that. So, and then some. So, imagine what we would be like as humans, as people, like if we had continued the legends and the histories and not altered it because it made us uncomfortable or unhappy or displeased with the outcome, right? Because your outcome is going to either make you happy or not make you happy. But we've changed so much in our history as a whole that it seems like fake and made up. And I'm pretty on the far-fetched side. I don't think anything is made up. I think it's all pretty real, and I believe that magic, and for all intents and purposes, is real.
Well, if you look at this. You're in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah,
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
right.
We have people commenting from Holland, and we're able to do that in near about real time. Like that's kind of magic, you know. If you would have shown this to me when I was 10, it would have blown my little 10-year-old mind. And
Right.
and so I think it's probably it's there are so many things that we don't understand about this universe, and there are other universes, and there are multiverses.
Just
I
based off the stars alone, like the galaxies. Our galaxy that we live in is not the only one in the world. There are so many.
did I
And
tell you about? I'm sorry, did I tell you about the precursor to Lunchpool? Have I told you about Fermi docs?
no.
So this is where Paul and his girlfriend Megan. I worked with them at Ashley Furniture. Dee knows them, and Paul had wanted to do a market, like a meetup. Meetup was really big back then. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, and meetup was really big. He's like, I want to start a marketing meetup. And we were both pretty active on LinkedIn. And so I saw that comment, and I had been wanting to try a marketing meetup because my background was in events. I was feeling socially isolated, just in my little room in Ashley Furniture. So I was like, I'll help you. Let's do it. And I was like, and I already have the branding because I had been, that's me. And I already had everything ready to go. So it was based on Enrico Fermi. He's a 17th century astrophysicist.
Hmm.
The Fermi Labs, if you've heard of that, like they're doing time travel research and all kind of cool stuff out there. Yeah, he invented nuclear fusion. Just a very smart guy, but he has what's called the Fermi paradox. And so the Fermi paradox is he and I guess some others did the math, and they said the universe is this big, like to a T, like it's real big. There's a lot of zeros here. It's like crazy big. You can't even fathom how big it is. And so the paradox is if it's this big and we're this tiny little dot in there, where is everybody? It doesn't make mathematical sense that we are the only intelligent life. And so that was the precursor to Lunchpool was Fermi Docs, which was the slogan was "Where is everybody?" And it was like, "Hey, where's the other intelligent life? I'm in this planet of a company, and I know there's other people that I would like to converse with." So it worked really well. We had the first event we had 10 people come to. And Paul was sweating bullets. He was like, I don't think anybody's gonna come. And I was the marketer in me. I was like, so, like, if nobody comes, this is a great marketing opportunity to hold up a sign and say, "Where is everybody?" But we had like 10 people can't come, and the philosophy for Lunchpool was born because we had a great time. We got free appetizers too because we told them we were in the meetup group, and they were like, "Okay, cool. Here's some free food." And that also helps gather together is food and free food especially. So then the next one we did, I guess we talked about it, people saw it. We had 60 people show up at the next one. That was at Rock Brothers. You know Rock Brothers over in Ybor? They have
Yes.
it's like a brewery. They have the cool like 311 Amber Ale and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They gave us, or no, they didn't give us. We got somebody to sponsor. I think like it was $500 worth of free drinks.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Just and I was like, man, this is crazy. And then we did one at Armature Works down in Tampa, and it was like
Love
120 people. Yeah, and I just had my baby, so it all fell apart because it was being a new dad is very hard, and organizing events in person is intensive, almost as intensive as virtually. But anyway, all that to say, I agree with you. The universe is real big, and there's a lot of stuff we don't understand and may
Yeah.
never understand.
I feel like we're pretty naive as humans to believe that we're the only thing, especially when we're so quick to believe in vampires and werewolves and zombies. And I'm sorry, but if you can believe or even have a suspicion that a zombie apocalypse is coming, and you can believe that people eating bath salts turns them into zombies, you can believe in the metaphysical world and extraterrestrials. Or at least understand the concept. You may not believe in it, but at least understand that concept. And I feel like people are so close minded sometimes
Yeah.
until it happens to them and they're like,
What?
okay,
Yeah.
right? Like, got it. For sure.
Well, there's
Sorry, especially with the beliefs, if you're like, whatever your religion may be, right? If you're like, oh, well, I have more angels in heaven to watch over me, or I have more guardian angels, like even guardian angels, to believe in guardian angels is to believe in an alternative spirit,
yeah.
an alternative form of a being. So if you can believe in guardian angels, I feel like you could also be open-minded to anything,
They're kind of like, I mean, I've thought about it before because I'm not, I grew up Southern Baptist. I'm not particularly religious. I have
Yeah.
my own beliefs. Um, but I think that it's not a far cry to say that or if angels exist, they're probably aliens, they're from another dimension,
And if not aliens, right? Because we call them that just because we don't know what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly. So, I want to show you something if I can find it. All right.
Show me the money.
So, you know
Yes.
Carl Sagan?
Hey?
You're like, what?
Who? What?
You know how I'm obsessed with time travel, right?
Yes.
I got to show you this thing.
Oh, that's the other thing. People who believe in time travel but don't believe in alternative universes. Like, what do you
You
mean?
got to. They're the same thing. Yeah. It's,
What do you mean? Someone's gonna get on Facebook and be like, "Wow, Lunchpool's talking about conspiracy theories." Like,
I mean, come on now. Uh-oh, James is here.
to challenge the mind.
Everybody, shh, don't talk about it anymore.
Yay! James is here.
James, so thanks for coming by our lunch table.
Camera angle I've ever seen of me. Hold on.
No.
No. So James, so right now we have James is here, and also the James fan club, which consists of D. I don't know if you knew that, James, but D is your biggest fan.
Aww.
So, yeah.
I brag probably way too much on you.
Oh my god, stop.
So
Had me at meditation.
yeah, he knows that he had meditation and color coding, and that's the secret to winning these hearts.
Yeah, that's
so James is our new intern. He's our new pooligan breaker. We're not really sure what to call everybody, but James, how's it going so far? We can't talk about work, so it has to be like non-work related stuff. But you can tell us how it's going so far.
It's going good. I'm wrapping up my junior year, which is fun, and living large here in Tampa, but that's essentially it.
I live for that.
Yeah, so kind of fun. I'm very honored to have a fan club. Thank you so much. I'm starting a counter fan club, just a warning.
I love that.
What's your website, James?
It is what is it? jameshula.wixsite.com/jhulayan.
Oh my god, you need a domain, my friend. James what?
James Hula dot
HOULA.
HOULA .wixsite.com/JH Houlihan.
Okay, so D, we need to give him a raise so he can afford a $10 domain name. Or we'll route james.lunchpool.io there.
Oh my god.
James Hula, sponsored by Lunchpool.
James
Sponsored by
Club.
Lunchpool. I'm here for it. I'm always here for sponsorship.
So if you want to join the James fan club, that's James https:// jameshula.wixsite.com/JH, another H, Houlihan.
J-O-U-L-A-N.
ASL.
So
Hey, perfect.
we did a hiring fair, and everybody that we interviewed was amazing. And some of the people that didn't get hired, I felt super bad because they were also amazing. But James, you were definitely the talk of the town via D. So let me show you why I was particularly impressed. Because if you do want to go look at the James Houlihan website, it's not really his fan club, but he has a Wix site. Where is it? James. There we go.
I should probably.
Well, first of all, tagline: "Do good, be good." That's the title of the page. That is amazing. I love this thing. I don't know where that is, but I want to go there. Be good, do good. Like, we're gonna co-op that, and that'll be Lunchpool's
You're not sharing
tagline.
your screen. In case
I'm not.
No.
Oh my god.
I know. I was like, wait, hold on. Am I missing something?
Technology, man. I'm not very good at it.
Ooh,
So
seeing this from someone else's screen, it's I already
you're
am like
gonna
fixing
you're gonna
to
see all the
change.
flaws. You're gonna see all the flaws, but
Yeah.
but it's good. It is good. So check this out, guys. Awesome stuff. He's got really good work. He does design too. We've got him way under he's not living up to his potential. We're underutilizing him. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh,
But
stop.
that's the goal though, because I told you we're gonna get you to do some blogs and things and
Yeah.
all the things. Where's the thing though? Being good, doing good is another. Love that. Where's the plant thing? That was the thing that I was like,
Oh,
this is amazing.
it's on. There's that hyperlink right
Oh,
there.
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm not plotting my future, I'm planning my next trip, studying French, working to change heart and minds on social media, or accidentally killing my houseplants. And so, like, I was just scanning through, and I was like, wait, what? Did you see this, D?
Oh no, I didn't see. I didn't go that far into the fan club.
I mean, well, hey,
Big
I was scanning the page and I saw killing houseplants, and I was like, what is this?
I
And
love that.
so yeah, I was like, yeah, I heard that guy right now. Meet my plants. Is it mildly delusional to include a page dedicated to plants on a professional portfolio? Most likely.
So
Does
good.
it show that I have way too much time on my hands? Absolutely. That's why you should hire me. I was like, dude, that is good positioning, my friend. And and the fact that you haven't killed them, they actually look quite healthy.
Yeah.
I like
photos.
Miles, you can tell their personalities too, Still
Yeah.
a little thirsty though.
Yeah, I need to water those two today. I still have here's Miles. He's vibing, but he's definitely, I can tell he's dehydrated. So
Do you know what? Those snake plants are so easy to propagate. So if you want so many all over your house, like I got this huge one and I had it for like 3 weeks and it started propagating on its own. I'm a completely different side of the pot. And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's so cool. I haven't figured out how to do that yet because my friend was like, I'll give you some of my propagates. And I was like, okay, send them over.
Literally snip it wherever you want on the snake plant, snip it, put it in a thing of water. Most people have started where they started hanging them on their walls.
I saw that.
Put the single leaf in water, and once it starts to sprout, then you can from the bottom, you can put it in soil.
Yeah, it's kind of that sounds almost like, do you know the air plant things that you can buy? They just grow in air. They don't need water or anything like that. They were really popular when I was a freshman. It was so cool.
I just joined the plant lady life, so I'm not entirely sure on it. Like this thing right here, back here, this poor guy, couldn't tell you. I just gave him a little spritz because I wasn't sure his status of life.
Oh man, guys! I just realized that I have to end this lunch break early because we have a parent-teacher conference with my daughter's teacher because my daughter is apparently a bully, I think, or something. That's what I think. I don't know. I'll let you know afterward.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's because the teacher doesn't like her and she doesn't like the teacher. So hopefully her teacher doesn't watch this. But her teacher, I should not say this online. Her teacher,
probably not.
hang on though. Her teacher went on like maternity leave for a little while, and she immediately loved school again.
Your mom's on. Hi, Sally Joe.
Oh, hey, Mom. All right. Well, Mom, love you. Don't worry. Your sweet little granddaughter is not a bully. I promise you. We will. I will see you guys next time. I'll see you guys back in the virtual office. Thanks for joining me, James. You're gonna have to come back again, and we're gonna talk about your plants. You can do a little walkthrough of your living room.
Yeah.
You need a guided.
Send him a link to my office. Him and I need to continue talking.
Yes.
Oh, we're moving offices too. You heard it here first, James. We're moving virtual offices. You'll see. But anyway, this has been Lunchpool Live. We broke together. We ate together. We had some laughs together, and we learned a little bit of something about each other. So thanks, guys. We'll put on the cheesy '90s music again.
Yeah.